The next leg of our trip was through the state of Missouri. We went farther south into Missouri than we originally planned. We started in Springfield, Missouri, and worked our way up through the state. One of the things we noticed about Missouri was there was more rolling hills, forests, a lot greener, a lot of small little lakes, and armadillos and turtles, box turtles, along the side of the road. Didn't expect that. Then we moved on to Lake of the Ozarks, where we spent some time exploring that area.
Then we went to Webster Grove, which is where my father grew up. We found a couple houses that they had lived in, and it was interesting to see that area since I was about 5 or 6 last time I was there, or the only time I was there. We then continued on to downtown St. Louis and explored that area with an overview tour, and then we went back to the sites that we wanted to explore ourselves more. Here's some photos and videos so you can enjoy it with us.
After leaving Springfield, Missouri, we came across this cute little town of Buffalo, Missouri. Our next stop was a resort area, Lake of the Ozarks. Beautiful lake with beautiful surroundings.
This is the outside of Bridal Cave Caverns, located in Thunder Mountain on the Lake of the Ozarks. It's said that in the 1800s there was a Native American wedding ceremony down here, and since then over 3,000 couples have chosen to be married in their bridal cathedral, which is where Tom and I are standing right now.
We camped that night at Lake of the Ozarks State Campground. It was a beautiful campground looking out on the lake. That weekend there was a huge bass tournament and also a bicycle race. So after these pictures were taken, the campground filled up real quick. Our next stop was in Jefferson City, Missouri. We took a tour of the state capitol.
This mural that reflects the social history of Missouri is very vibrant in color, and their docent said the artist used an old French technique that includes egg yolk, water, and color pigment. It is then sealed with beeswax, and even though it was completed in 1937, it is vibrant as if it were done yesterday.
The state's House of Representatives Assembly Room had beautiful stained glass windows that depicted the history of Missouri. We camped about 45 minutes out of St. Louis. It gave us a chance to relax and enjoy some scenery. We took a trolley tour of the city of St. Louis. It was a wonderful way to get an overview of the city. The St. Louis Art Museum is one of the only buildings still standing from the 1904 World's Fair.
The Gateway Arch in St. Louis is located on the west bank of the Mississippi River and is 630 feet tall and wide at its base. You ride on the inside in a small pod that fits 5 people for 4 minutes going up and 3 minutes going down. The view from the observation windows is absolutely beautiful and gives you a true sense of how flat the area is and how far it expands out. It was truly a highlight of our trip of St. Louis. We stopped by an area outside St. Louis called The Hill, which is famous for its Italian cuisine. We stopped at Zia's on the Hill and enjoyed a delicious Italian lunch. We drove by a house that my dad and grandparents had lived in Webster Groves, and then we located the cemetery where my dad's mom and dad are buried.
We spent the evening at Beaver Dam State Park. Kim could paint and we could put our feet up and relax, and even enjoy spending some time feeding the squirrels. Leaving Missouri, we were again rewarded with one of the benefits of taking the back roads.